Do officers visit your classrooms often? Today, let's get to know why they make visits to schools and observe classrooms. Teacher capacity building happens across the year. It is a continuous process starting with annual teacher training at the beginning of the academic year, followed by complex meetings that occur 6 to 7 times a year, and through supportive supervision, they provide support directly. They visit your classroom, observe teaching, students, and the classroom environment. The feedback they give is based on what they see, and it is based on individual teaching, providing tailored support to each teacher individually. Why do officials visit classrooms? They do so to observe real practice, provide support directly to each teacher, drive continuous improvement, and build confidence to teach better. The purpose of classroom visits is not about finding faults in what you do or judging your teaching quality. They are rather about understanding your challenges firsthand and recognizing what is going well. Why is data collected during the visits? It is used to design teacher training programs and plan complex meetings. For instance, if data shows multi-grade classrooms as a challenge, trainings will focus to address them. Dashboard data does not represent any individual classroom. It represents state or district level performance. If a dashboard looks this perfect, it rather points inaccurate data entry. Since dashboards form the primary base for planning trainings and field support, honest entries let the system identify real gaps and direct help where it is genuinely needed. A good visit provides specific actionable feedback, recognizes your strengths, identifies focus areas, initiates a follow-up plan, has an open conversation, and tracks progress over time. How to engage with visits, feedback, and follow-through? Before the visit, you can think about one challenge you are facing in the classroom and come with a question for your observer. How do you engage during the visit? During the visit, teach naturally, as the observer can give better feedback. Stay open. While stumbling out of nervousness is common, take the opportunity to learn something new. Take feedback positively with a shift of mindset. When we hear feedback as criticism, we tend to stop listening or we lose confidence in our own abilities. But when we hear feedback as an opportunity, we listen for the suggestions and we feel supported and guided. After the visit, act on the feedback by writing it down, trying it once, observing the effect, and finally sharing your thoughts at the next visit. Why does it benefit your students? Because when visits work well, the impact flows directly into your classroom. From observation to feedback to implementing feedback in classrooms, students get clearer explanation and overall classroom engagement improves. The more students grasp, the better they will be able to perform in the exam. And as a result, assessment results improve. With this example, try to answer these questions. Sujata teaches grade 2. Her CHM visited last week. While giving feedback, the CHM said, "Your students are not reading fluently. You need to improve this." Sujata felt hurt and embarrassed. She did not know what to try differently. Now, what was missing in the feedback Sujata received? What would Sujata ask to turn this into a useful support? When visits happen, expect at least one actionable suggestion, not just a praise or criticism. Engage in a conversation with observer and receive feedback which you can work upon before the next visit. During that time, recognize what goes well and follow up on previous feedback.